Hello everyone, Zelrant here, and for this video we're going to talk a little bit about what you do after you finish your reroll in Lost Sword. You've got the characters you want, and now you're starting to get to the point where you're starting to push the campaign and you're getting hard stuck in different areas, and what you kind of do from that point forward. Now one of the big things with Lost Sword is we have my game up here. You can see I'm almost level 60. I was not able to make it last night because I had to crash as I had been just streaming all day. But pretty much all day yesterday, while I was streaming for 18 plus hours, I was non-stop making progress. There was parts where you get hard stuck, but I was able to continue making progress, as that is how it pretty much works in these idols games. Is you can play these like all days and as an idle game, let them AFK different areas, and then you're just gonna continue making progress in little areas at a time. So the first part is you basically just play the story and the campaign, and as far as you can, continuing to level up your units as you make progress through it. What you want to do is once you get your core team, you've gotten all your 5 stars, you've gotten a lot of your pulls, is to try and get your core 5 team that you're using and keep them all within 5 levels of each other, and then just slowly level them up one at a time through those 5 levels, and just keep that process up with your main team as you get pulls, because you're going to get a ton of pulls. You're going to get more SSRs. If you get anyone that you want to replace in that team, to make like your new, so say I had something like I was using K originally as my tank. Eventually I used a selector to get Galahad, and so she replaced K. What you can do to get the XP from that other unit that you used is you'll go in here. When you're going to level up, you have the ability called level transfer. You can use this to steal levels from your other units. Like right now, if I wanted to, I could just take her like all the way to level 122 by stealing all of her levels. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. But you can just completely take all the XP from an older character and put it on the new one that you're using to replace them. So know that's available as well. Keep your top 5 leveled up so you can continue making progress with them through the game. Once you get hard stuck though, even when you don't have the XP anymore, you're not making progress in here anymore, that's where you start looking at all the other content. And this is where you have that incremental getting a little bit more powerful in a million different ways idle game. One thing is you have your relic that you're going to be constantly, as you're constantly getting gear and stuff, you're going to disassemble it, and you're going to get like this dust. You're going to be making gold, constantly be working on getting your Holy Grail upgraded, work on your Holy Lance, your Scabbard. Now the Grail is kind of the best one because it's the generic stats that applies everywhere. These ones are just all flat attacks and more expensive. That's why I've invested heavily into here. But as long as you're constantly putting stats into these, you're going to be constantly getting more permanent stats. So this is one area. You're also going to get cubes as you start disassembling stuff. Start investing heavily into these cubes. These are all flat stat increases here as well. Every little bit helps, as this is how you're going to continue being able to push a little bit farther in every little different part of content. So you have that. You also now have in the battle area a bunch of different other content you can do as well. One area that's going to kind of cause you to not make progress anymore in the campaign is your character levels. You're not going to get enough XP just from the campaign to level them up to keep pushing. So in here you have your dungeons with basically your dailies, but you can, even though you only can do 3 sweeps per day plus however many tickets you end up having, you can just keep getting XP from pushing farther into it. So as I leveled up, you just start here, and as you can see, it's level 22, level 25. Just keep making progress through here. There are first time rewards in the XP dungeon. As you can see on the one I haven't completed yet, I'll get 25,000 XP. As you keep pushing through, you're going to get those rewards where you can level up your characters a little bit here and there from that. That'll help you push a little bit more in campaign, which will level up you a little bit more there. You can say the same thing for all the other dungeons. You have gold. You're going to want to slowly make progress through the gold one, because this is going to help you unlock, it's going to help you get gold to buy the upgrades and say the chalice and the cubes and all that, because they all cost gold. Slowly make progress through that. You then also have elemental stones. You can work through these. These ones you're not going to make very much progress at all. I've gotten here. Once you're basically done with that, make sure you do your sweeps for the day. Do your sweeps on all of them the day when you're basically done for it. You have Stonehenge, which you can run for a limited amount of time here, and this will help you get gear. Upgrading your gear is quite important. And here's one of the first big upgrades you can do, which is we also have this event here, and this is going to help you make like an immediate progress right off the bat. If you do the event, same thing, you're going to want to push as far as you can through this. You're going to have a first time rewards with this little currency here, the vacation coins. You definitely want to get these, as you can use those in the shop. And So if we actually go to the shop, I've already bought a lot of stuff. It'll show out of stock for me, but it'll be available for you. When you go in here, you have all the event stuff here. There's 2 little shops here. You can get polls and all that stuff. You're going to eventually be able to get these things. These are actually not the most important. So when you go through here, make sure the big thing is getting all the daily stuff first. Buy these every single day. You'll easily get enough currency to do it. So buy these before resets. The vacation tickets are going to be important because that gives you more sweeps of the vacation that. And then after that, kind of discussing with other people the best stuff under the grand launch shop. There's 2 big things that I think are very useful. One of them is going to be, well, first is the 50 ticket polls for character summons, just to help you get more SSRs. That's going to cost 3,000 tickets. You want to get to that as soon as you can. You then have the legendary cubes, and these are very, very useful. So I bought all of these. They're only 10, so after basically doing making it through 1 stage, you can buy all of these. And what you can use those for is 2 areas. The first one, and it's extremely useful, is you can craft equipment. And you can craft like the top tier legendary equipment up here. The one thing that someone had told me about that's like kind of the most useful is getting a staff for your healer. And if you have Tiamat, your damage dealer, because it makes it more AoE. Like the healer right now might be doing single heals. A staff on them makes them where they're doing AoE type heals. So getting one of these crafted right off the bat for them is going to be super useful. And so you could probably hear my animals running around the background. They're just playing right now. So I have actually been able to get one for my Tiamat, and man, did it increase her damage dramatically here on getting that. As well as I got one on my healer as well to help her with healing my team. And then after I did that, the rest of the cubes, I bought out the rest of the cubes because they allow you to upgrade the legendary cube stats here, which is pretty much the main way you can get them right this second in the early game. And this is a nice little boost to all your stats here if you just dump all the remaining in here after you do the crafting. So I've got 36 levels out of that, and you can see the stat bonuses I got there. And so you have that. You can get the pulls out of there, getting more characters. Getting more SSRs and better SSRs is also going to help you progress through the content there. And also you have your pets. As you get through your pet summons, they're going to help you progress. Main thing that you just need to really do when you don't have to really worry about min-maxing right this second as you're pushing, but just putting 3 damage dealers, because that's usually what my wall has been in the early game. Was not that I couldn't survive, but I couldn't kill them quick enough because there is a timer. So just going straight on all damage dealers, if you can get at least 3 of the SSR ones, or if you have to use your purple ones as well. So just keep doing that. And that is basically the grind of this game. Doing your guild content, get in a guild. You can get a lot of stuff in the shop here as well. And once you get in a guild, the main thing you want to do is do your donations and all that, and you'll get rewards here. There's stuff you can buy in the shop, the guild shop, because you're going to be in this exchange shop quite a bit for like guild. Get some polls and currency here. As you do the Coliseum, this is a little bit more of a long term. You're going to have a lot of stuff in here you can get, including like SSRs and that. The souls one, I just talked about this with the announcement. You're going to be able to get souls easier, which are going to be nicer. This is where you can get selector tickets and stuff. The mileage shop, a big one that you're going to want to make sure you save up for as you're doing your polls. You're going to get this mileage currency. It's just like your standard currency when you do polling in any other game. You accumulate a currency that kind of is like a mini pity type thing, and there's a shop for that currency. This one has a one-time, very cheap selector ticket for 1,600 of these. You're going to want to get this one and then kind of find out whatever you're missing within your team. My example was I was re-rolling yesterday. I could not get Galahad, but I got a really good reroll with a lot of SSRs and a lot of good ones, but not Galahad. I used this, got my Galahad, and that's why I have a Tiamat, Galahad, and like all the other top SSRs. This was a big help there because I've actually never pulled Galahad on this account yet. It was just from the selector. Long term, you'll be able to get more of them here as well. Selectors, so you can specifically select the ones that you want, both pets and characters. You can also get your rare souls here, which you can then use those to get selectors as well as you convert them to selectors here. And so you're going to be in here jumping around back and forth. Raid, you're going to want to make sure you do your raids, get the currency and stuff in here. And, oh my god, my dog is just running around like crazy. And that's pretty much it. That is kind of your daily grind on this, jumping back and forth. As you move through those, as you get a little bit stronger, go in here. You'll move a little bit through more sort of story, get a little bit stronger here, get a little bit more better gear, back and forth, back and forth. That is the process. That is basically the main grind of the game. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I thought I'd just make a quick guide because I know some people are just completely lost in what to do because they keep getting stuck in different areas. But that is pretty much it. Oh, and make sure to grab your treasure exploration every day as well. This kind of works like Nikkei. If you're someone that plays Nikkei, it just slowly accumulates stuff over time. Grab it, and then when you're done for the day, you can do your quick expedition. Do that real quick, get your stuff there, and then it'll just keep acquiring stuff, and then you just keep acquiring stuff here. So that's all there is to that. That's fairly simple. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the daily grind. It's your typical idle game in the aspect. Really fun, getting tons of resources thrown at us. So as you're making through the story, your quests are going to give you those 10 pulls. Just make sure to keep using them. You're going to get better units randomly as you get SSRs. There is that 120 pity, so after 120 pulls, with the single ones, you're guaranteed to get an SSR regardless of your luck prior to it, so that's really nice. Make sure on your growth stats here, this is just another, I forgot to mention this, is another area that you can slowly give yourself stats. I found putting everything initially until you max out attack is the best start. Then everything into HP. There's a lot of HP scaling units like Lancelot that'll take advantage of that. Then defense, because survivability is going to eventually be the main wall versus attack. So eventually you want defense, and then boss damage last. So get those. I may be missing a couple things here, but all the stat sticks, that's basically just jumping back and forth between all the different areas, making a little bit of progress at a time. The tower, same thing with this. Just slowly making progress, getting new rewards in this, until you get hard stuck, which I'm hard stuck on one of the 10 pole. Okay, move somewhere else. Okay, tower, I can't do that. Okay, labyrinth, do that, get some resources. Okay, can't do that. You can do Colosseum. You want to do, you get tickets every like hour. Do these until you start losing a lot. Like I've pushed up, I'm starting to lose a lot because I got people that are ahead of me now. So I'm really not pushing that until I get a little bit stronger. I'm just jumping back and forth from gold, book of experience. Need to finish up my Stonehenge for the day before reset. And that's pretty much it. That's the daily grind of this game, and that's what you want to do after you are done re-rolling. And they are adding more content, as you've probably seen with my last video on their developer update. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll have more videos on very specific parts of the game now, like actually the specific tower content and all that. But this is kind of just the general of what you should be doing now that you are actively playing the game and when you get hard stuck in different areas. But yeah, if you like my content, if you could like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.